The first morning in Savuti.
The journey to Moremi or Savuti begins in earnest when you hit the gravel road at Chobe, 30 kilometers from Maun. After Mawana Gate, we decide to take the turn to Moremi until Kazikini camp, when we take another turn to the right, which takes us back to the main gravel road towards Mababe and Sankuyu, before taking another detour to one of the many hippo pools along the Khwai river. Around 12 o'clock we get to the last village on this route, Mababe, where we decide to have our lunch under the big camel thorn tree by the bridge. We then drive on our last gravel road, which is the road that connects the two villages of Khwai and Mababe. Then we turn off towards the Mababe gate, where we get our first taste of the Mababe sand. At the Mababe gate, there are two routes to choose from, either the sand-rich road or the marsh road. It's no-brainer which road we choose considering its dry season. This looks like a very familiar spot for many travelers. Look at the number of stickers that have been put here.
But we'll be taking the seasonal road which will pass through the Marabu Path. We're hopeful that we find part of the mesh pride and head to Savuti. Probably we will reach Harvey's Pens, where we'll meet Scotty.
Likely to.
Yeah, he was seen resting there at Harvey's Pen.
After about 2 kilometers from the gate, the road delivers. We come across about 30 or so elephants congregated around what looks like a water hole. This road is very dusty in some places and slows you down because of the frequent bumps, but worth the trouble as there is plenty of game all the way. roughly 20 kilometers to camp, we come across the pride of 7 female lions. It finally dawned to us that we were in the lion capital of the world, but more was still in stock. We thought we'd escape the sand by taking the marsh road, but just after Leopard Rock we had our first victim. It wasn't us, it was the third car. We get to Savuti gate and to our camp at around 6. We ran straight to the shower before setting up camp. All night we are serenaded by
It was the first morning in Savuti. Quite a night. We had a few visitors, 2 hyenas, and who were interested in our
We had our breakfast as fast as we could, packed up our rooftop tents and other stuff, and away we went. Just after crossing the Savuti channel and coming out on the open space, all hell broke loose. We saw 3 wild dogs chasing into the far bush as fast as was legally possible, and just as we broke out of the opening, there was my first leopard sighting. It seems we took too long with the leopard, because by the time we got to the wild dogs, they were already finishing up the impala. Though it was in my bucket list to witness at least one hunt, I couldn't complain, because this is what the bush is all about. Spend a good amount of time with the wild dogs as they finish up their meal. Next up, we have to find the lions that were roaring all night long. It didn't take too long to find Sikoti and his brothers. We drive to where he was last seen, and there he was with 2 of his brothers, but in proper lion fashion, lying there doing nothing. On the first night we had a honey badger visiting our rubbish bin. On the second night we had a much larger visitor, an elephant which was interested in the water that was by our camp. All things, like they say, eventually come to an end. To be honest, 2 nights in Savuti is way too little. We pack up camp, still excited by what still lies ahead. We say our bye-byes to our hosts, the Hornbills. Salute Savuti the only way we know how, and we are out. In the next episode, we cross the rickety but very famous Khwai bridge, and we swim with the big boys in the Xakanaxa lagoon of the Okavango Delta. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, comment, like and share.